Okay, since I shared some videos about twin flames, I want to say something, and I'll say it again because I have said this in the past. But it's a very simple thing. If people understand this, then the journey can become so smooth, because there is false twin flame, there are karmics, there is your twin flame, as what people assume or they think this is how it works, that every twin flame has another twin flame, then they have a soulmate. So there's a lot of confusion that should I be with my soulmate or should I be with my twin flame? And if twin flame is so important, then how come I have a soulmate? And then why the karmic is so intense, or why is the false twin there? What is it doing? So let me clarify, guys, that twin flame is an energy. It is found in an individual. It can be found in any individual for that matter, if they have developed that much spiritually. And it comes from our Ida and Pingala Nadi. So in our energetic body, so we have a physical body which can be operated and you can surgically see, okay, this is the physical anatomy. But there is an energetic body which you cannot see like that. You need to work really like a lot on yourself. You have to meditate a lot, and many people don't want to meditate and they don't want to do the right things. So they're of course stuck and they cannot step up, and it takes long years for them to eventually figure out that this is the path. Wherever you live, whichever country you're from, and whichever religion you follow, every religion talks about meditation. Every religion talks about connecting with source. And whether it is Christianity, whether it is Hinduism, I've seen it, I've read it. Personally, I've seen so many places where it's mentioned that to get your answers, you need to go within. So of course, there is an individual who has this twin flame energy, and this soul cannot be split into two halves. I've been hearing this a lot of times and in a lot of places, that there is a split that happens. Even very intelligent people say this. So the soul never splits, but you can meet a person. So when you meet a person and you feel like it's the other half of your soul, it basically means that they have the perfect opposite polarity which can help you in your ascension process. So this person can help you complete your own journey. That's how we see it. And in today's world, by the way, there is no concept of meditation since childhood. There are no gurukuls. There is no brahmacharya. People are not following any of these things. On the contrary, there are so many applications that help you to be a part of the hookup culture. Like in the physical, in the outside reality, there are tons and tons of options. So if a person is sad, they can go to the bar, they can get drunk, meet somebody, have a hookup, and that's about it. Or they can have a fling, or they can meet people who want to be in situationship with them. Or terms like benching is very normal, or someone keeping you as an option because there are 5 options. So they keep all 5 options in their life, and one fine day they're going to choose the best option. I think such people end up becoming someone else's option too. So if a person is a twin flame, they're going to meet other people who are going to mirror not only the stage, the energetic stages that they're in their ascension journey, but they're also going to mirror a lot of their negative traits, like positivity and negativity both. They are also going to trigger them to do inner work, which is why when you meet a person, they look like your twin flame. Because some people are reading some books, or when I say books, there are no real books, but they're watching a lot of videos, they're watching a lot of content. So everybody's saying, okay, this is what happens. So they're taking it very literally, because they don't understand that there's a concept of time also, which is very important in this journey. So initially, okay, it's fine. Those videos can make people feel relaxed and it can help you out, it can ease you out, because those videos can help you get some hope that yes, your union will happen, your twin flame will come back to you. But the truth is that it takes a long time for that type of union to actually happen, because people are actually looking for a physical union. The day you stop looking for a physical union, you actually experience union, because you will notice that all those people, wherever you had disharmony, lack of understanding, lack of acceptance, you'll start accepting those people without any expectations. That itself changes your energy. So to cut it short, twin flame is not outside of you. It's not a person outside of you. Everybody outside of you is simply mirroring you. Because whenever I say things like some controversial things, I say, oh, you can have multiple twin flames, people go in a state of shock, like, what? Didn't we read or didn't we watch that you have just one twin flame? Okay, if that's the case, then what about false twin flame or catalyst twin flame or karmic relationship? Why so many labels are being shared? Why so many people are talking about their experiences who have spent a considerable amount of time in this journey? Is because they're talking out of experience. They felt for 4 years somebody is their twin flame, but after 4 years or 5 years they found out that it's a toxic person and it's a toxic relationship, so they're putting the label of false twin flame. Okay, then who's the other person? Now this person is your twin flame, but this person who's your new twin flame is probably a karmic, because initially it felt like the best person on the planet, but after some time you realize that they only fit the bill for certain months or certain years, but after that it's not working out for you. So you say, okay, this is a karmic, forget about it, now let's date someone else. Now this person is definitely the twin flame. Turns out that this person is actually pushing you to become an even better version of yourself, and now you want to really do your inner work. Like all this while you were just waiting incessantly, but now you are done with waiting. So the label of catalyst twin flame is given. Finally you find someone very nice, very helpful, very caring, and you think, okay, this is definitely my soulmate, because it's not showing me much toxicity and they support me and they care for me and they stand by me. As more time passes by, you realize that you don't want any 3D things, and I'm just giving you all of this information that this is possible with certain people, and with some people it would be some other dynamic or some other type of plan is written for them, especially if they are married and if they have children. Different people have different things going on in their twin flame ascension journey. Only a very experienced person who has worked on themselves, who have done tapasya, who have realized many things, and who have an active mission, plus they have masters and source holding their hands, lot of combination permutations go into a person. Finally they can recognize that, okay, this person is having this type of situation, this one is having this type of situation, and this one is having another XYZ type of situation. So I'm not saying that everybody is right or everybody is wrong. All I'm saying is that you have your own journey going on. Please don't go by whatever is written or whatever is being told to you online, blogs or vlogs or videos, whatever people are making. Think about yourself. How are you feeling in this journey, and what do you want right now? If you want just romance, if you just want the person, a toxic person who left you behind, to come back and apologize to you and marry you, then you need to ask yourself the question as to, why do I want a toxic person in my life? And maybe my ego is hurt and I just want them to apologize to me. Maybe what I want is an apology and not really the person. These are the questions people need to ask. So twin flame is not outside. The twin flame energy is inside a person, which is in the form of Ida and Pingla. So when the journey starts, people start realizing that there is a masculine energy and there is a feminine energy and there is a polarity. So when the merge happens or when the blending in process happens, that time people start just accepting their masculine elements or their feminine elements both. And this they do outside also, with other people also. They say, okay, this is a masculine trait, I accept it. This is a feminine trait and I accept it, so on and so forth. So how does Ida and Pingla come into union? That's a good question, right? Ida and Pingla comes into union when you are getting aligned with your chakras and the Shushmana Nadi. There's a Nadi inside of us. Ida and Pingla is also Nadi, then Shushmana is a Nadi, and then we have chakras. And overall there are 72,000 Nadis. So when there is a flow of energy, a consistent flow of energy, a constant flow of energy, then these two nadis start coming into merge and you can start feeling the singularity, the singular energy. So from duality, which is twin flame, the beginning of the twin flame, person starts moving into twin flame ascension, which is twin flame singularity. And the path, the whole process is called twin flame ascension journey. So if you are a twin flame whosoever you meet outside of you at a certain given point in time is mirroring you and can be your twin flame. But later on, when the energy shifts, when you move, like one more example is coming to my mind. Say you're dating somebody, okay, and you're on a spiritual path. When you meet this person, you both talk about spiritual stuff. You both say, oh yeah, I want to meditate. Oh, I want to be the best version of myself. I want to surrender to source. I want to be in a mission. And 2 years, 3 years pass by like that. But you both don't have that kind of compatibility anymore. Maybe by this time, you don't have the same goals, and the other person is not that keen in doing their inner work or working on themselves like they said to you, and there is a friction between you both, and this person wants to go away. Now you are very keen on continuing your mission and inner work, and you're doing whatever you can to fulfill it. You are totally surrendered and committed to God. You have changed a lot. Your lifestyle has changed a lot. You no longer do the same things that you were doing 3 years back when you had started dating this person, but they are still same. And they feel very strongly that they cannot continue with you, and they decide to go away. They put this condition: either you do these 3D things or you don't. And now that this person is not willing to do inner work, there is toxicity, there is a problem, and they maybe want to be with their karmic, somebody else, who feels right for them at that moment. Then what are you going to say? You are going to continue your work. If you have been calling this person your twin flame, and they get married to someone else and they have babies with that person in the next 2, 3, 4 years, you cannot expect this person to leave everything and come back to you. Definitely that energy of twin flame ascension, which is rising up in you, which is becoming more and more intense, it will attract another mirror for you, to the point where you reach to a place where no other mirror is required. Sometimes you have to break 1,000 mirrors to find your own self looking at you in the mirror. Sometimes all of these people are just reminding you that you need to look at your own self and not all of these other people. So don't get confused with the labels and the tags that you come across in the twin flame ascension journey. And in the comment section also, I see some people get very triggered when I say, oh, you have this or you have that going on, you could have this. I mean, it's not for one person, the information I'm giving, it's a collective message. Somebody might resonate with it, and it could be for someone, and for someone it may not resonate that much, and it may not be for that person. Those who resonate, well and good. Those who don't resonate, there is no need to get triggered, because you're not the only person who's experiencing this journey. There are many other people who are in this journey, and they may not have the same lifestyle as you, or the same dreams or achievements or the path. They could be in a different path. They could be in a different country. Could be from a completely different cultural setup, social strata, caste system, socio-economic condition, different types of weather conditions. So everything has some impact on us, but the point of ascension journey is to just get out of all these 3D illusions and delusions and follow your heart. And which is why I say that it could be possible that you're dating somebody, you were dating someone 15 years back, and you totally forgot about that person, and you started doing your inner work, you met someone, you started calling that person your twin flame, you dated this person for 6 years or 7 years, it did not work out. All the 7 years you felt that it was total waste, and out of the blue you feel a connection towards a person who was there in your past, and you realize that this person was much better than my situation. At least they treated me with so much more respect, and I was nice to them and they were nice to me. But such a long time has passed by. You broke up like 10 years back or 11 years back, but you still feel that, yeah, this relationship was probably much better than whatever you have witnessed. And then you realize that, okay, what's the situation now? For some people, maybe they're still in touch with that person. They still talk about old times. They are very cordial. They meet, they go out. Some people still talk to each other romantically, but it has taken time. Maybe on the other person's part also it has taken time. So this is just one example that I'm giving you. Maybe you never had to date each other. People live their life. Life is so interesting. When you were 16 years old, 20 years old, 25 years old, 27 years old, 30 years old, 35 years old, whatever, you are a different person at that point in time. And after your inner work starts or your ascension journey kicks off, 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, a decade, 15 years, 20 years pass by, and you don't realize it. You don't realize so much time has passed by. And this is the whole idea of this journey. So that when you look back at where you started from, you realize that you have done so much. You've learned so many things. You've seen so many things in life. All of this is your experience. All of this is your journey. All of this is a part of your twin flame ascension journey. So twin flame is not necessarily a romantic thing for some people. For some people, it is purely spiritual. They never meet anyone, but they are very much connected with these videos, because every time I share content, they also tell me that, yeah, it really matches with my condition or my situation. But in my case, I feel this towards my father or my mother, or I feel this coming from my best friend, this type of energy. And I've had one-on-one conversations with such people, and they've told me on my face that, yeah, I feel exactly this way. However, it's not a romantic thing for me, it's a platonic thing for me. Or I've been in this journey since I was 14 or 13, and I started realizing that my life is not same as other people. So different people go through twin flame ascension journey in different ways, and they have different programs. So this is where I'm going to close this session. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.